The reason war between great powers ultimately becomes unavoidable is very simple. America's desire for dominance makes it the world's top power. It will never willingly let another country overtake it. China has shown patience and good intentions and did not fight the US for supremacy. But is that enough? As soon as your power grows, the US sees you as the greatest threat. History proves that great powers do not give up their position. Until a decisive outcome is reached, peace is unlikely. Think from America's perspective. For 80 years, it has been the world's dominant power, defeating rivals using military superiority and the power of the dollar. Now China has suddenly emerged, creating an economic miracle and military strength, and building relationships across Russia, Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and South America through the Belt and Road. That is clearly a threat to US primacy. Will America let China develop like this? Understanding that, you will see why a China-US war seems inevitable. Why doesn't the US simply attack China now? Not only because of nuclear weapons. As we said in the previous video, even if a war broke out between China and the US, nuclear weapons might not be used. The US has not reached that threshold yet. Therefore, the conflict would be conventional. The US planned with NATO against China, but it failed. In defensive capability, China challenges the entire world. This is not an exaggeration. We have built comprehensive defenses on land, sea, and air. If a China-US war happens, it will take place over Taiwan or the South China Sea because US strength lies in naval warfare. America has large naval fleets with nuclear capability, but as I have said many times, the old US carrier groups are merely sitting targets against modern anti-ship missiles. Forget the talk of current anti-ship missile power. In the 2016 China-US military confrontation, the US gained no advantage. Hundreds of American warplanes were on the carrier, attempting to provoke war, while 4 of our generals commanded with a willingness to fight to the death. The Dongfeng DF-21D anti-ship missile had already been prepared to target the carrier. Ultimately, the US assessed carrier survivability at under 30% and backed down. Now, our improved Dongfeng and Eagle missiles make the US even weaker. Some people say the US has submarines. What if they use them? The basic point is, if the US attacks from submarines, that crosses the nuclear threshold. We would instantly respond with nuclear strikes. Coastal deployed Dongfeng 41 and DF-5C missiles would strike US bases. In the previous video, I said that even if China and the US went to war, neither side would attack submarines or satellites because those are nuclear red lines no one will cross. America just wants to keep its dominance. It is not so foolish as to start a nuclear war with us. When will a China-US war happen? And how big will it be? Honestly, no one can answer that. The US Navy has estimated conflict with China could occur by 2027, but that is a warning bell. Strategic signaling, not a declaration of imminent war. China wants peace, but America will not risk its supremacy and will build coalitions against China. We will not pick fights over every challenge, nor will we be afraid. We have patiently hidden our strength for years. If an enemy attacks us, our military will respond decisively and ruthlessly. When a China-US war does come, it will mark the end of American dominance.